Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about a great Pabbly use case for master email list management. And what I mean by that is sometimes you may be using multiple different email marketing softwares to send emails as well as asking people to subscribe to those emails. And you would want to have one of the subscribes. Let's say if someone subscribes to one of your email marketing platforms, you may want to subscribe that particular contact to all the other email subscriptions as well. So that whenever you are sending emails from other marketing software, that email is already there. Or the other way is if anyone has unsubscribed to your email, right? Then we unsubscribe them to all the other email marketing softwares as well. So I'll be talking about how you can manage this master email list management using Pabbly. So the question that a lot of you may be thinking is why would you be using multiple different email systems? So the first and foremost reason is some of the marketing softwares don't allow the integrations with each and every email marketing software out there. So you may be using, for example, let's say bucket.io. So this is a great software to create high converting quiz funnels. And for this, it only integrates with Active Campaign. Now, let's say there will be, let's say, 10,000 emails that are coming up. What you can do is you can have a very minimal plan for Active Campaign to capture the leads from this particular platform and then transfer it to whichever platform you are using. The other way to look at it is someone just told me about why they were using two email marketing softwares. Is one of the one of the plans offer unlimited contacts but limited number of emails. So they just use that for sending specific emails like webinar reminders. And that is because they only have limited number of emails to be sent. However, the software has a very good deliverability rate. On the other hand, there could be a software which allows unlimited emails but limited number of contacts. So you may be using that particular thing for sending weekly newsletters. So typically, depending on your use case, depending on the promotion you are running, you may be running multiple different brands, and each and every brand has a different requirement. However, you do want to maintain master email list subscriptions and unsubscriptions. So that's where this particular workflow comes in. So what I have done is whenever someone subscribes, so I'm taking for example three of the tools: vbout, encharge, and active campaign, which is also called like sender is a white label version of active campaign. So if I look at all these three things, right, so what I'm actually doing is when someone unsubscribes, so let's first look at the unsubscription part and then we'll talk about the subscription part. So if I kind of see here, this is an unsubscribed webhook, which basically says if someone, so there are three different segments that I've created and I'll just show you. So I have said that every day, it runs every day, right? And anyone who has complained for my email list, anyone who has unsubscribed, or any emails which has bounced, right? So I have tried to cover all the people that may be messing up the email deliverability or domain rotation reputation. I selected all these lists and then I said add them to the suppression list. Suppression list is basically the people that should not be contacted in any case. I'm adding to that master list. And then again, the next is I am adding it to master unsubscribe list, which is um, the I just created a tag which has followed through this particular webhook. And then lastly, it should sync to the third party. And I am saying this is my URL. So if I go back to Pabbly Connect, let me open this unsubscribe webhook, right? So this one is right here. So if I open this piece right here, I've kept it inactive for now, but just showing you. So this is the webhook that will basically come in. So what I did, I basically entered that URL here. So the first is webhook by Pabbly, which is a trigger. So whenever someone sends out a data, this particular workflow will get triggered. And the response that I will basically get is email and first name. I only need email, but I just added the first name as well. So so what I did, I basically posted a JSON, and over here I did a custom here. And why did I do custom and not the default one? So that I can match this email and first name for all the outgoing webhooks from different systems. So now I have email and first name, right? So when it goes out, so anyone who has unsubscribed to any of these three lists will basically send a webhook, right? Uh, and again, obviously, I'll connect these two as well. Uh, so, and you will receive something like this over here. So then what I would do is same thing. If I go to the in charge and I look at the master flows, right? This is unsubscribed contacts. Same thing. Whichever is unsubscribed or and spam, right? I basically send a webhook to this particular webhook, which is same thing. And if I go to settings here, I will do same thing, email and first name. Other thing that I have realized is you should add the source as well. So this is coming from in charge, unsubscribe. So this source will enable you to identify whether this particular from which place is this particular thing coming out, right? So this will allow you to do that. So once, so this is for and charge, right? So all the things that, so if I kind of want to show you the unsubscribed plus spam folder, right? So if I go here, so in this one, the condition, if I look at, the condition is if anyone is in the unsubscribed or spam marked, or any email was unsubscribed, or any email was reported as spam. So I try to look at each and every place where there may be a scenario the person is not able to get an email, and I have captured that and will be sending that particular webhook to here so that it gets unsubscribed to all the other things. So let me just quickly talk about the active campaign as well, and then I'll explain what I'm doing at the master workflow on Pabbly. Okay, so so this is for Encharge. This one was for Vbout, and this also, if I show you the audience that I've created for this, so now moving on to the active hosted one, right? So in this one, that this is basically active campaign. So the trigger is if someone unsubscribes from this list, then what it should be doing is it will, if I do a plus here, so I basically will say that you send a webhook. So conditions and workflow, post a contact data to webhook, and I'll do the same thing that I did for Encharge or Vbout. I will just add the URL in here for this particular piece, which is right here. So I'll add this, right? And the same thing will happen. Now, once you have received this email and first name, this is just a dummy task. So I just added something because I was thinking to add a filter later. So just added this as a dummy. But what I did, whichever systems I'm using here. So right now I have added Encharge, Vbout, and uh, like getting the contact and unsubscribing. I may add active campaign here as well. I could add any like platform only or whichever system you may be using. So if I go here, in charge unsubscribe only needs the email, right? Vbout, you need to get the contact first. So I got the contact by email, and then I unsubscribed the contact by using its ID. So you can use whichever system you may need to do the unsubscription. Now, just going back, so this is for unsubscribe. Let me quickly show you for subscribe as well. So if I show you for subscriptions, so in this one, same thing, you have a webhook, and I am adding a particular person by adding or update with tag. So in this particular webhook, I have added multiple things. I have added the email, first name, last name, lead scoring, time zone, country. So I have added multiple different things, right? So you will use whatever things that you may need for Encharge. Then I also did it for Vbout, and then I also added the contacts to the particular email. So that is how I have been doing for, and this helps me keep a clean list, and all the unsubscribes happened at any one place will just transfer to all the other places. Same thing for the subscribe. Anything, any contact which has subscribed to one list will automatically get moved to the other list as well. So that was all about this. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you.